Okay, so essentially the lesson 1 work on Romeo and Juliet gets you to revise Act 4 and Act 5. So on slide 5, there is a video. Oh, no, there isn't. I'm lying. Sorry. On slide 5, I asked you just to quickly recap from memory what happens in Act 3, at least 8 key plot points. I have said you can Google or go back and look at the work from last week if it helps, but I do want you to try and do it from memory first, because at this stage you should be trying to learn things. Okay, so we're in a revision stage. You've already learned the basics, so now what you're trying to do is go back over things and really embed them into your long-term memory. And the best way to do that is to try and force yourself to remember things, and then go and check it afterwards against kind of what you've remembered. All right. Then on slide 6, there is a summary grid. Okay, I have completed that one for you this week, but on slide 7, I've got 8 comprehension questions about that summary. So you need to read the summary on slide 6 and then answer the questions on slide 7, and I'll just look at that to look at your understanding when I look at that work next week. Then on slide 8, there's a summary grid with the quotations for Act 5. I want you to read the summary carefully, and then in the quotes, I want you to highlight at least 10 single words that you feel you could comment on in more detail. So for the first one, is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. The question mark I could highlight. I know it says single words, but actually I could comment on the question mark. Defy you, defy. So he's going against fate. So I'd highlight defy, and I'd probably highlight stars as well. So 10 single words that you could do single word analysis on. And then on slide 9, I just want you to explain the quote, to analyse 3 of the quotes in more detail. And I've given you an example there on slide 9, okay? So I picked that quote, is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. I said Romeo's reaction to finding out that Juliet is dead. So I'm just saying what happens. And his question shows that he's in disbelief and he blames fate or destiny or the stars for this turn of events. And he tells the stars that he will go against his destiny and remain with Juliet, implying that he will kill himself as that's the only way they can be together now. The exclamation mark shows he's angry or desperate, and it links to themes of fate, love, conflict, and death. So kind of just copy what I've done there. Tell me what happens in the quote. Tell me what the quote suggests or shows. Do a bit of single word analysis, and then talk about what themes it links to. I have said there as well, if you spent a really long time in your poetry diet, you can skip this task if you feel that the lesson is taking you too long.